what makes probation unique in the system statewide or even in the local system is the uniqueness of the job, just all the variety of things that we have to do. I knew that I didn't want to get in traditional law enforcement, or I didn't want to get in traditional social work, but what was really unique about the profession to me and what really got me involved is you get to do so many different things. You get to be a law enforcement officer at times and a social worker at other times, but you also get to be a surrogate parent, and you get to be an educator, you get to be a mentor. And I love the variety of things you get to do in probation, and that's what kept me involved for so long. The reason why juvenile realignment was so important in California, and I'll start going back a little ways. I was involved in the design and construction of our juvenile justice facility, which in 1999 we were awarded a grant. We completed construction in 2003, and when we were designing the facility in the late 90s, juvenile crime was through the roof, and we were looking at population trends in our county versus what crime rates we're looking at, and we designed a facility for 420 youth, and that included pre-adjudication, post-adjudication. So the landscape looked a lot different in the late 90s, and since then it's done the exact opposite, and which has been a really interesting process, because now we're looking at ways to repurpose our facilities because we have all of this extra space now. And I've been proud just to have been in the profession and coming up ways that we can manage kids in the community with better outcomes, and I think that's been one of the most important things, and one of the proudest things that I've been involved in is the fact that we're looking at keeping kids in their neighborhoods and in their communities, and utilizing our natural partners, our CBOs, our faith-based community, our law enforcement partners, just a variety of folks to help be the solution to juvenile delinquency, and I think we're starting to see some really, really good outcomes as a result. But one of the things that we've done locally in Ventura County is we really looked at the population, the profile of the youth that's coming to juvenile hall. And we've been drilling down and developing some good data systems and building our data infrastructure so that way we can capture some of the data that profiles the type of the youth that we're getting, where they're coming from, why they're coming. And then with that data, just really targeting interventions in the community to prevent kids from going further into the system. Some of the money we've used is to develop good community-based programs, one of which I'll highlight right now. It's our Evening Reporting Center that we partnered with the Boys and Girls Club of Oxnard in Port Hueneme. And we put an Evening Reporting Center, which is really an after-school structured program with caring adults, and we refer kids to this particular program rather than them having to go to court on violations of probation. And we asked them to participate in this Evening Reporting Center for anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week. And we've seen some really, really good outcomes. Kids get hooked into natural supports that exist in the community, such as Boys and Girls Club programming that has existed well before we got involved with this particular youth. And the idea is, by participating in that particular program, by participating in good community-based programs, that will be the hook in getting youth to participate on their own. And we've had 80% of the kids that have completed that amount of time that we've asked them to participate in that program have voluntarily continued in the program on their own. And that's really what we're trying to do. I think oftentimes we turn on the TV and we see something that's happening in the local news and we come up with an opinion of how things are being done across the state or across the nation. But what's great about this particular conference is that we want to highlight what we've done here locally. Things and experiences and programs that have been developed statewide that are working. I think somebody who attends this conference will see that there's a lot of hope, and we're headed in a really good direction when it comes to juvenile justice in California. And somebody that would, after attending this conference, will walk away and believe that we are headed in the right direction. Things are working really, really well, and we anticipate continuing on this positive path for the next 10 years. It'll be exciting. I may not be around in another 10 years, but it'll be very, very exciting to see where we're at 10 years from now. I'm excited about it, and I hope people who attend this conference will be as well.